Okay, so you're going to need your cotton wool cut in half for under the lashes. And then a good way to keep them in place is just to snip off the corners. Okay. So this should technically be in barbicide, that scissors. Okay, so we've our two little half moons. We've got two dry pads to pop on over our tint when that's done. Okay, so to start, we're going to use our Vaseline on our spatula. Okay. Now, so using your cotton bud, Pearl, if I can get you to look back for me. I'm going to pop some Vaseline under the eye. And before she closes over, we're going to do the other eye. And just, there's a little bit of colour left on the cotton bud, so just be careful of that. And then we're going to pop her little half moons underneath, so eyes back again, kind of sticking in here and popping back out. So just adjust the cotton slightly so that her eyelashes are all out. Okay, then we're going to get our cotton bud.
You only put it on the lash line, or do you put it all over her lid?
As close to the lash line as possible, and just maybe halfway up the lid, depending on how messy you might be at the beginning. You might need to apply more. Okay. Now, so then we're going to do our tint. So you all have your little tint bowl, your hydrogen peroxide, and then your blue and your black. In your kit you also have these little paper strips, so you can use these instead of the, see them like that?
Oh yeah.
You can use these instead of the cotton. Personally, I find these too messy. They don't stick on the skin properly, and also because they're so thin, I feel like sometimes they're not underneath the lashes. They actually kind of cut in between the lashes, so you stain the skin. So I don't like using these, but if you do want to try them, then absolutely do. Then you have your little brush. So you need all of these. Okay, so how much of our tint are we going to use?
10 centimeters.
10
centimeters? 1 centimeter.
1 centimetre.
Oh, sorry.
10 centimetres would be a lot. Now, Pearl, what colour would you like on your lashes?
The dark colour.
So you'd like blue black?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to use a centimetre.
What's the centimeter look like?
I'm just going to mix the two together first, but only very small, like a pea-sized amount. Yeah.
Okay.
And you just have to pierce these when you're opening them. How many drops do we use? Two. So watch, sometimes it can come out a bit fast.
What happens if you put too much? You have to restart over.
3 is enough, but to be honest, because it wouldn't be mixed yet, you could tip a bit out. So we're going to mix it up then.
Do you tint the lower lashes?
You can do, you don't have to for the exam though. So it should look like a cream. Everybody see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's quite thick. Okay, so we're going to start applying it. So don't put too much on your brush because it'll be difficult to move. It's just picking up a small amount. So working from start at the middle of the eyelashes and work your way across. So you're brushing the tint onto the lashes. Pearl has extremely curly eyelashes, so they're curling back. If someone's lashes are quite straight, they'll just flatten onto the cotton wool. Okay. So you're going to brush it on to the lashes. Again, we don't want to pack on too much. But where do we want to get to? Where's the important part?
Roots.
The roots, yeah. So when you have your tint onto the lashes, you're going to get right into the corner as well, and then sweep across the roots. Okay. Okay, Pearl?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. And then we're going to get our dry pad of cotton wool and we're going to pop it on. Now, I'm going to cut this in half because I want to do her brows as well. Shirley's going to do the other lash, so she gets to do it as well. Okay, so we can pop that on like that, and then we can do the brows. So I'll just pop that on just for the weight so she doesn't open her eyes. Okay, so we're going to leave that one for a few minutes and we're going to do the brows next. So again, we're going to go all around where we don't want tint, so nearly shaping out the brows. So the base here, these hairs underneath here. Okay. And if you feel like you could be messy with tint, make sure you put Vaseline everywhere. Okay? And that's really important. The one area I will see tint an awful lot is along the nose, from putting it back through the hairs and things like that. Okay, so Pearl, what colour would you like on the brows?
Brown, like a medium brown.
Okay, so we're just going to go with brown. Thanks, give out to me now for showing you this. It's just easier than if you don't have a second bowl free.
Is
For
it
the-
dewdrops again?
Yeah, no, a third went in there, but she'll be fine. It's just more for consistency more than anything else. You might need to put more tint in if you don't have enough. Now, so for your brows, you're going to brush through the hair. Okay. And remember with brow tint as well, if your client really hated the colour, we can use tint remover, pre-cleanse oil, scrub, anything to get it out. It doesn't last as long, so there's no kind of panic. So you're going to brush it through the hairs, and then you're just going to lift gently back through the hairs right to get into the root. Okay. And this is where to be careful, because if there's too much tint on the brow hair, it will splash back. So you have to be very careful. Okay? Get right into the root. Now, so then we would go to the other eyebrow, do that eyebrow, and then remove. Okay? So there's plenty of product there for you, Shirley. You probably need to remix the brown. So we're going to remove the tint from the brow. So we're going to sweep through. Okay. And remember what I said, not to drag it down the face, because you'll move all of that onto the skin and it will stain. So you do have to be careful. So bring it back up. So wiping through the brow. Until there's no tint left. pad is clean now. Tint is gone. Okay. So we'd remove this next. So how long, do you know how long that video is now?
7:50.
Okay, so it's been on a little while now, so we can remove that. So when you're removing, you're going to use both of these, pull together, remove, make sure the client keeps her eyes closed, and then placing down. So you're going to sweep down. Feeling okay, Pearl?
Fine, yeah.
So don't lift up the lashes or anything like that. Just going to keep sweeping down to make sure all the tint is removed. So until your cotton pad is clean. And then you can go in with your half moons underneath and your cotton bud and just clean through, make sure they're clean. Nothing left now, it's gone. But I don't want her to open her eyes just yet because we have this side to do. Okay, so she's got one lovely set of eyelashes and one lovely brow.